Well, hello, my fabulous strangers. This has been a while. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Oh my god, I am so sorry for my lack of activity lately. I have just been so busy with uni and work, and I've been meaning to get around to doing a video, but I just haven't had the time. I'm so sorry. I promise I'll try to upload more regularly in the future, and like once everything dies down and I get more time on my hands, I will be doing so. At this point in time, I have a lot of deadlines and exams to work for, and I can't guarantee that I'll be any more active than I am. But I will try to be. Well, first of all, as you can see, I am in a different location. I am actually back home in Salisbury with my family for a few days. I am very much looking forward. I'm very much enjoying myself. I'm looking forward to going back to London, but at the same time, it's nice to be here. It's nice to have a break away from everything. So as you can see from the title of this video, I'm not ranting today. Well, I might be, depending on what's in here. Did I lose one? No, we're all good. So I might be ranting, but I'm going to try not to. So no, I'm doing a Q&A. So I asked you lovely people for some questions, which you all provided me with, so thank you very much. I have them all here. I've jumbled them up and everything, and I'm going to continue to jumble them up. I have no idea what order they're going to come out in, because I don't want to be scrolling through trying to find my favourite questions. I've written them all down. I'm going to pull them out, and I'm going to answer them for you. So, without further ado, shall we get into it? Let's do it. What is your favourite restaurant you've been to in London? My favourite restaurant is a Vietnamese restaurant in just by Chinatown called Viet. Creative name, I know. But the portion sizes are huge, they're this big. I'm not even kidding, they're massive. The food itself is delicious. They're really good with allergens and everything. They've got really good cocktails. And it's bloody good value for money. You're not spending a ridiculous amount. You're paying £8 something for this. You spend a bit more on the cocktails. But they're worth it. I bought a cocktail there and it was delicious. It was a lychee martini. It was to die for. And the food there is beautiful, it's gorgeous, it's really nice, it's cheap. It's just all around good, and if you get a chance to go to it, it's on Wardour Street. Nearest station I think is Leicester Square. It's right next to Chinatown. Check it out. And they're really good with catering for all different dietary requirements as well. So honestly, I would highly recommend that you guys go for it. What is your #1 advice for living your best life? I love this question. I'm going to keep it simple, which is basically look after #1. Look after yourself. Do things that make you happy and make you feel good about yourself. Whether that's going shopping, applying loads of makeup, do things that make you happy. The one thing I will say, don't do it at the expense of somebody else. Don't do something that's good for you but is guaranteed to have a negative effect on somebody else. If you feel like it's likely to have that effect, just don't do it. Do something different. But look after #1. Keep your head up, keep smiling. Remember what you're good at. As Jinx Monsoon would say, everything else, water off a duck's back. That's it, really. What do you think about the recent ban on gays in Brunei? Right. I have a lot to say on this question. Because, so let me fill you in case some people have not been keeping up with current affairs. So the Sultan of Brunei has made it illegal to be gay. And the punishment is death by stoning. What the bloody motherfuckery is going on in that country? The act of death by stoning, the act itself of death by stoning is abhorrent. It's barbaric. It's inhumane. It should not be a thing in the modern world. It's 2019. Come on. But then to use it as a punishment because two people love each other is absolutely bloody crazy. I don't understand what the hell is happening. I don't get it. I don't understand why people are being like this. I don't get why they would want to stop people from loving themselves, from loving each other and loving themselves as well. You know, love yourself. Like I said in my last question, love yourself. Always a good one. I don't understand why people would want to stop two people from falling in love and having a happy life together. Because at the end of the day, that's what's going to happen. And other countries are heading the same way. Brazil, the guy in charge over there, he's a hardcore Catholic. I have no problem with people with religion, you know, as long as it doesn't affect your personal views on something. You know, something where religion doesn't come into it, don't let your religion cloud your judgment is what I think. So, you know, I don't feel like religion should justify how people act towards other people in terms of what gender they are, what sexual orientation they are, you know, all that sort of thing. I don't believe religion should really come into it. Because at the end of the day, it's not going to stop them from being any more or less of a nice person or any more or less of a dick. You know, if you're a dick, you're a dick. If you're a nice person, you're a nice person. Religion, gender, sexual orientation, it doesn't affect any of that. Or at least it shouldn't. But, like I was saying about Brazil, so this guy is reversing the laws that protect LGBT people one by one. And I honestly feel like if he's left in power too long, Brazil is going to be the next Brunei. And it's disgusting. I feel like it's utterly abhorrent. The Sultan of Brunei should not be in charge. And anyone who disagrees with me, fuck you. Anyone in my life currently who disagrees with me and thinks I wouldn't understand why. But if by some disgusting 1% chance you do feel like you agree with what's happening in Brunei, fuck off. I don't want to speak to you. I don't want to be involved in your life. I don't want to be associated with you. You are the scum of the earth that I tread on every time I walk down the street. I don't want to be associated with that sort of crap. Piss off. Okay? Right, let's move on before I get too pissed off. What is your biggest regret? Oh, this is a tough one. It's actually an ongoing thing that I have. There's one thing in particular. So, I have this ability, this uncanny ability to basically ignore any red flags that pop up in a situation, and until I am forced to leave that situation, only then do I realise that it's bad for me. But I will convince myself of like 20 different reasons, 20 different stupid, pathetic reasons as to why I should stay in that situation. But then when someone tells me, you have to leave, and I end up leaving, I look back on things, and I look at it and I'm thinking, do you know what? I done fucked up. I'll hold my hands up in a minute. I might be annoyed. But I'll come around to the idea, you know what, these people were right, this person was right. I screwed up here, and yeah. But, so yeah, that's my biggest regret. Ignoring red flags, and it's something that I'm continually working on because I still don't leave a situation when I should. Why are you so passionate about mental health? Another really, really nice question. There are many reasons why I'm so passionate about mental health. So one of them is because I suffer with it myself. I'm heading into therapy soon for the issues that I have, and it's a really big thing. And I also feel like a lot of people with mental health conditions are misunderstood, and not necessarily maliciously, but people aren't always listening. Like, they'll pretend like they are, but then you go and try and talk to them about it, and they repeat things that they said before, and your reaction the first time was, this is a ridiculous statement, you clearly haven't listened. And then when they say it again, your reaction is just like, are you even listening at all? You know, and again, it's not malicious. I get that, we get that. I'm speaking on behalf of the mental health, on behalf of people who suffer with mental health and everything. We get you're not necessarily doing it maliciously, but just listen. You know, I feel like, I keep saying this, but one thing someone said to me once, which really actually kind of pissed me off. So I was trying to explain about how my brain works, and he was saying, "Why do you let it take over you like that?" And I just kept saying, it doesn't work that way. I don't choose to be like this. But, you know, people just don't understand, and they're not willing to budge from their point of view. And the reason I'm so passionate about mental health is because it's such a big thing. I mean, it was always a thing. It's just in recent years we've realised what the hell we actually need to call it. You know, we know what the term is now. Back then, people were labelled as crazy, as insane, and now they've actually got definitions and finite terms. We know what to say. We know, you know, this person got anxiety, this person got borderline personality disorder, this person got bipolar. They've always had it, whether they're 20, 40, 50, it's always been around. It's just now we know the terms. So yeah, mental health is a big thing. People still don't understand it, and I feel like that needs to change. So yeah, that's why I'm so passionate about it. Where do you buy groceries? It varies actually. That one, it varies. It varies usually between 3 places. Usually, most of my groceries probably at Tesco, purely because that is the most convenient. Lidl I also go to sometimes, depending on, because I work there. I work for Lidl. It depends on when I finish my shift, whether or not I have the time. But also, I found recently, not far from me is a little Korean market, a little Korean shop, and they sell loads and loads of stuff. Like you are spoiled for choice in terms of veggies, and there's so much stuff. They've got the meats, they've got fish, they've got frozen stuff. I went in there, I bought a massive bag full of stuff. I had veggies, I had drinks, I had my friend's drinks, and the whole lot came to about £6.86 or something. And 2 of those drink cans were for her, because she didn't have enough money and there was a minimum card limit. She didn't have the cash. So I said, I'll just stick it on my bill and you can pay me back. And that's what we did. And so yeah, that was the most expensive item on there. And that was like £1.30. So, you know, that's not, you think about it, £1.30, the most expensive item on that bill was the cans, and the whole lot was less than a tenner, and the bag was bulging, like it was quite heavy. So yeah, those 3 places mostly, and you know, if I need something I might nip up the road to a local shop or whatever. I'm going to start changing my groceries soon, purely because of trying to change my diet, and I feel like that's the easiest way to do it. But yeah, so that's it. Let's go on to the next question, because I don't know what else to say for that one. Right. Just so you can see, the question is, why is frog? And I'm going to hold it up to the camera, so you can see I'm not lying. Yeah? See that? See that? Why is frog? What sort of bollocks question is that? I know exactly who asked me that question, but that's a bollocks question. This is supposed to be a genuine, proper Q&A. Find out my opinions and shit, because I'm an opinionated little opinionated little gobshite who can't actually speak today. And you go and ask me something like that. I'm going to try and answer it the best I can. So, why is frog? Because Big Bang happened, evolution from cells to creatures, and some of those creatures became frogs. Therefore, that is why it's frog. That is the best answer you're going to get. Suck it up and deal with it. Favourite music artist? I can't pick one, because there are different things I like about these others. I'm going to pick 5, and they've all got like different things I like about them, one of which I'm going to see soon, which I'm really happy about. So I've got Poppy, I've got The Saturdays, judge me all you want, I don't care, Ariana Grande, I have a lot of respect for Ariana Grande, Little Mix, again, I have a lot of respect for, and Shawn Mendes, who I am going to see on the 17th at the O2. I am well excited. I'm going to go and see it with my mate. I haven't seen my mate in ages. So, it'd be a nice time for us to catch up. We both love Shawn Mendes. That would be a nice thing. We're going to have fun. It'll be a good time. I'm really looking forward to this. So, yeah, those are my top 5. I couldn't pick just one. I'm sorry, but there we go. That's it. Right, what do we got next? What is your most embarrassing moment? I actually have 2. And they both happened on the same night. So, first of all, so let me give you a bit of background context, because trust me, it'll help. So on this night, I went to see my friend he just moved to London at this point. I hadn't seen him for ages. So, he invited me over, have dinner, have catch up, it was all nice. By the time I left, we'd had 2 bottles of wine between us. I think maybe more than that. At least 2 bottles of wine between us. So I was already hammered. I was already off my tits. Drunk. Then I went on a club crawl. So I was topping up my alcohol with more alcohol. You can understand where this is going. We went on a club crawl, we went to many places. We got 3 shots at each club. And then I got to the final place, went to leave, and I got my coat, and I went to go. I was pulled into first aid on the way out of the club. Because I was so drunk, they didn't trust me to get home okay. I would have been fine, I would have made my way back. But I'm kind of glad I did go in, because then I sat there, they gave me a bowl, and all of a sudden, that was fun. Then on that same night, they finally let me go, or rather, I finally plucked up the energy to leave. I went home. Well, I went to the tube. I got on the tube. I couldn't remember the way back to Elephant and Castle. I ended up finding my way to Southwark. Got to Southwark, got on the tube, Jubilee line. I was going out to Wembley Park. It's a single thing. I don't have to worry about changing or anything. And the thing stopped at Wembley Park, so I thought, great, I could even have a nap. I fell asleep. Went all the way up to Wembley Park. I then went all the way back down to Stratford, where I had been previously drinking wine. So I went from Southwark, which is like here, all the way up, back down to Southwark, back past there, all the way down to Stratford. At which point someone tapped me awake and it's like, dude, you need to get off the tube. And I'm like, shit, I'm in Stratford. This is not good. So, I fell asleep and traversed the entire Jubilee line pretty much twice. So that was fun. So my 2 most embarrassing moments happened on the same night. I'm not going to say I'm never drinking again, because we all know that's bollocks! Favourite London tourist attraction? The Sky Garden. I'm going to go with the Sky Garden. It's free entry, it's nice, I love like gardens and things like that. Things that look pretty, where you can sit down and just take it all in, and I turn into a little bit of an amateur photographer when this happens. I just go and I take photos of everything and I upload them. They actually kind of look quite decent, not gonna lie. The Sky Garden. It's nice, it's beautiful, it's high up, you can see London, and then you've got lots of pretty plants and you've got cafes. I like to go to these places when I need to do work in an isolated location, and yeah. So that was fun. So yeah, Sky Garden is my favourite London tourist attraction. What would you do if you won the lottery? I would do quite a lot of things. First of all, I would split it 4 ways. Me, my dad, my brother, and my sister. So we'd all get equal parts. Then, with what I have left, it would go, first of all, I pay off my student debts and pay for my education up front. I might also pay for some private tutoring, just to make sure that I get the top grades. But that would be dependent on my academic situation at that point in time. I buy myself a house. I buy it up front, so I don't have to worry about mortgage, I don't have to worry about rent, I don't have to worry about any of that shit. Obviously bills still and everything, but I'd have a house. I'd also then buy a car as well. And then the rest I would keep it. So yeah, so split it 4 ways: house, education, car, so I can get around places easily. And then I'd keep the rest, save it, stick it in savings. You know, I might put some aside for my nieces and nephews, and be like, right, here's a chunk each to put towards whatever career you want to go into. I think, I'd do that actually. I'd like take a massive chunk of it, split it 4 ways between my 3 nephews and my niece. They're all the same family, don't worry. All my sister's kids. So all 4 of my sister's kids would have a chunk, the same amount, to go towards whatever career they want to go to. And, you know, it would help kickstart them in the right direction, which I think would be nice for them, be nice for my sister, and, you know, I'd be happy because whatever career they go into, I know they have the money to kickstart it. So yeah, that's what I'd do. How long does it take your tattoo to heal? It takes roughly 1 week to 2 weeks. It depends on lots of things. It depends on how big it is, what you're getting, you know, is it big block colours or black work, or is it just lines? You know, also the aftercare comes into it, but sometimes between 1 week and 2 weeks. You know, that's like 2 weeks is like the absolute maximum for a tattoo to heal. So yeah, that's really all I can say on that one. What's your favourite cocktail and how do you make it? Right, I apologise in advance for this one because I can't quite remember the recipe. I will try as hard as I can to get it right, and I hope that it is right. My favourite cocktail is called a Singapore Sling, and I apologise in advance if I butcher this recipe, but this is how I seem to remember it being made. So it's a shot of vodka and a shot of white rum, topped up with cranberry and orange, and then it looks like a sunset, and it's beautiful, it's gorgeous, I would highly recommend it. And yeah, that is my favourite cocktail. That is how I seem to remember making it. If I'm wrong, please comment down below and tell me, no, you fucked up, this is the actual recipe. What is your favourite tattoo? I quite like this one, so I will actually show you my favourite tattoo. It is, I know, Harry Potter socks. Nerdy as fuck. This one. So you can see the crown and the colours. So the crown is for my old dance crew, who were like a second family to me. I love these people. And then the 4 colours. When I left, I got a gift given to me with 4 coloured ribbons tied around it in these 4 colours. Green, orange, blue, green, orange, yellow and pink. Went for purple because it's slightly darker and it lasts a bit longer. It's easy to see. But yeah, so that's my favourite tattoo. That's it really, and that's why, you know, and it always reminds me of the people that I love. I love everyone to bits, and every time I see them, I managed to see them recently as well, and I was so happy. So yeah, it was a good day. It was good. So yeah, those are my questions. Thank you to everyone who submitted them. I apologise again for the lack of content. I will try as hard as I can. And I will see you soon. Sorry, that's phone ringing. Bye!